Motorsport. This is round 4 at Fuji Motor Speedway. Currently always located in Japan and quietly well known for its rain. It used to be a banked corner, and in the first few corners back in the 70s when the F1 raced there, but with a much more needed safety measures, they've gone for the hairpin sort of thing at turn 1, and they've also added some more sharper corners in the sector 3. Now for this race we do have some missing drivers who are unavailable to race. We have TGS that can't make it to the track, as well as Blankfile. Blankfile is actually doing really well this season, as well as TGS, but this could really hurt Blankfile. I'm really curious to see how this affects him, as Blankfile is currently second in the standings, 1 point behind Supercrusher. Now we're currently watching Dirt Rally set his qualifying laps at the moment, and as we can see, he's first place by almost a second, really far as from him, but I'm absolutely expecting this. As you could see, Dirt Rally has set the world record time around here in the time trial. But what I'm thinking at the moment, does he have a qualifying setup, or can his setup also last the 45 minutes in the race? This is also what I'm really curious about. What I'm thinking is Supercrusher could also have a setup. There you can see his setup seems to be really loose from what I've heard. So what I'm thinking is, if he's got this really loose setup, can that last the 45 minutes in the race, unless he takes his pit stop very in the middle to basically optimize the best longage for his car. Now we can see MJ, this is his debut Flux Motorsport season. He's only racing in the V8s this season. MJ has done well, and in his first ever race he came 7th place in Dubai. That was our first ever night race in the V8s, and our second night race was at Long Beach. Long Beach was really close racing, as we did have some accidents. Mr. Apex had to retire that race, as well as TGS from some incidents, hoping not to see too much incidents today. Mr. Apex currently qualified 5th with 5 minutes left to go in quali, but he does seem to have some damage on the front. We can see front bumper damage and front bonnet damage. I'm kind of curious how that happened. He seems to be making his way back to the pits, possibly suspension damage as well. Is he going to make his way back to the pits? I'm quite curious to see. Is T. Scott? This is his first full race, I believe, as he could not make Brands Hatch, and he did have some racing technical difficulties in the last race at Long Beach. Dirk Dickler currently placed in the pits with his 4th place qualifying position at the moment. Same with Supercrusher. Let's take her on board with MJ. From what I've heard and seen about MJ, he's quite quick at Bathurst, so I think that could be his main track, but so far in the season he's done well. MJ currently placing 5th place in the championship overall, only 9 points behind. Only 9 points behind Dirk Dickler. Dirk Dickler seems to be really consistent this season. I think he's finished in the top 5 in every race so far. But the main big battle I'm really curious to see is between Supercrusher, Blankfile and Dirt Rally, with Blankfile unable to attend today's race. We have Dirt Rally and Supercrusher, both 1